Hi, good evening to you all. That includes the ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here again. This is your host, your guy, DLG Reppin. Yes, you know who it is. Shall I spell it out for you? Yeah? Romeo Echo Papa Papa India Indigo November. And I'm going to be doing my Premier League Roundup this evening. Or is it good afternoon or is it good morning, wherever you're watching around the world? I'm going to be doing my Premier League roundup, and I'm going to be going through the games that happened on a Saturday. The first game of the day was the first game of the Premier League. Kicks off with with Everton versus Manchester United. This game was all about well, this game had the attention of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and for me, if he had lost this game, I think he would have been as good as gone. And the signs were there when Everton went 1-0 up within 20 minutes. Bernard at the near post with the assist from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's been sensational. He has been completely, fabulous this season, and he claiming that he got an assist for Bernard, who slotted it in from 20 yards out, or just under 20 yards out at the near post. And I'm not Bernard's biggest fan. He really aggravates me with so much frustration. However, he got his goal, and it settled Everton. But the lead didn't last that long, as Bruno Fernandes played a big part in saving Solskjaer's job. The equaliser was a fine header, and he got another goal through an attempted cross-come shot, which went in off the post and put Man United 2-1 up at half-time. And even in the second half, as much as Everton tried to get the equaliser, I didn't think they played that well, and Bruno Fernandes went on a wavy run. Just when you look like he was going to pull the trigger, he set up Edison Cavani, the sub, who came on and sealed the victory. And for me, Bruno Fernandes was definitely man of the match for that game. He ran the midfield, and he gave a complete masterclass in the role of a number 10. It was nice of him to set up Cavani for his first Premier League goal. So it finished Everton 1, Manchester United 3. Next game, Crystal Palace versus Leeds United. This fixture finished 4-1 to Crystal Palace. Well, the controversial with VAR, where Bamford put his arms out, where he was not offside. I just can't get this offside ruling. And this VAR needs to sort out this situation with the offside, the penalties, handballs. It's becoming ridiculous. It's becoming pathetic. Completely pathetic. Palace went ahead through Scott Dan in the 12th minute with a towering header, top bins. And Leeds was supposed to equalise, but according to the rule, Bamford is offside by an arm. Now, that is a ridiculous rule. 2 years ago, that would have been legal, and he would have scored 2 goals instead of 1. And then Palace got up the other end, and then they get a sublime. They get a free kick, and it was a sublime strike by Eberici Esse. Now, for me, I rate this guy so highly. I believe with time, as he settles into the first team, he will become a regular at Crystal Palace in the first team, and he'll have maybe one or two big moves in his football career, because I don't see how Palace will keep hold of him. But then again, they've kept hold of Wilfried Zaha, so that one is their talisman. So well done to Crystal Palace really in that one and the board. And speaking of well done to Crystal Palace, yeah, they went 2-0 up. And then Bamford reduced the deficit with a fine finish of his own. But Leeds have been so attacking minded. They've been a joy to watch. Or defensively, they are leaking goals left, right, and centre, and that's 8 Premier League goals in 2 games. And Palace restored their 2-goal lead. It'll come to me. I know. Hang on. I know Jordan Ayew got the 4th. Yeah. It was on a fortuitous own goal where Van Dijk was on the left. Cross. He puts in a attempted low cross, and before you know it, held Costa slid in to try and stop the cross, and the goalkeeper's positioning, well, it has to come into question because he left a gaping hole at the front post, and he just couldn't get the save. Just couldn't get around to the front post on time, and the ball trickled in at the back stick, or past the front post at the back stick, and it 3-1. Well, and then the 4th goal, Jordan Ayew got on the score sheet, and it was a nice. I don't know if it was Townsend or Soho that gave him the assist. But he got on the end of it, and he made it 4-1. It was a comfortable win for Palace. It's the first time Sellers Park and Crystal Palace have had goals in that stadium, and it was nice to watch from a neutral point of view. Well, from a Palace fan point of view, yeah, it's comfortable to watch. From a Leeds fan point of view, yeah, it's humiliating. And it ended 4-1 to Crystal Palace. So, yeah, or should I say Crystal Palace 4, Leeds United 1. The next game, this has always happened to me. There was over 6 games. The game on Friday was Burnley, Brighton Hove Albion v Burnley, and it ended Brighton Hove Albion 0, Burnley 0. Not a great watch. Danny Welbeck making his debut had a couple of chances. I think Nick Pope made a save from the 2 opportunities he had, and he missed another opportunity, which was just wide with a left-footed shot. Burnley had, I think, 1 or 2 opportunities of their own, but I think that the opportunities were dominated by Brighton, and the deadlock couldn't be broken there. So I think Burnley will be a little bit more pleased with the point than Brighton. However, I don't think both teams will be pleased. I think both teams wanted to win, and the game didn't live up to any level of expectation. It was a real dull ball score draw. So the less said about that one, the better. There was another game on Saturday. After the Palace game, there was a game at R5. Who was it involving? No, it wasn't Man City, Liverpool. That was on Sunday. No, it wasn't involving Leicester. I may have watched this game. It wasn't involving West Brom. Was it West Ham? No, it was West Ham v Fulham, and you had another game. It'll come to me. Just need to get that out of the way. I've gone. There were a total of 6 fixtures between Friday and Saturday. If you can help us out here, leave it in the comment section below. And if you're enjoying this content, do smash the thumbs up like button for me, and please subscribe to my channel today, please. Please subscribe to my channel by smashing the subscribe button. Yeah, left, right, and centre galore. Who's the other game? What was the other game on Saturday? did happen on Saturday. I think it might have been involving Newcastle. Oh, yes. Southampton going top of the Premier League momentarily with a 2-0 win against at home to Newcastle. What a game that was. Well, what a victory that was for Southampton. And they've been superb this season. You know, Ward Prowse with the free kicks. You got Che Adams and Danny Ings getting goals. I mean, it's been fantastic to watch from a Southampton point of view. They were victorious over Newcastle, who were poor in that game. I didn't get to see the game, but I heard the reports, and Steve Bruce was not so happy whatsoever. I think he spoke of how poorly his team defended, or something was spoken about. I think from all the games that I spoke about, I didn't hear what Graham Potter or Sean Dyche had to say, or Roy Hodgson or Bielsa had to say. I think Bielsa had something to say about the level of defending and how Palace were superior than them attacking wise. You know, it was interesting to hear what his interpreter had to say, because Bielsa speaks very little English, as we all know. Yeah, I think Ralph Hasenhuttl had a lot of praising towards his team and his players, and rightfully so. He was very pleased with the victory and the performance that come with it. So that's Southampton 2, Newcastle 0. There was both games on Friday. What's the other game? I spoke about Everton, Man United, Palace, Leeds. There was another game. There was 6 games. Was it? No. Before I talk about West Ham and Fulham and the failed Panelka, should I call it? There was another game it was on. It's lost my mind, but I swear I saw some of it. It will come to me. Just bear with me. It's a game after Crystal Palace. Let's have a look at the table, shall we? I think I'm going to have a look at the table here. Oh, it was a game. One. Oh no, it was, but there was 4 games on Saturday. I know there was 4 Premier League games on Saturday. Can't figure the. Oh, Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea versus Sheffield United. How can I forget? That ended Chelsea 4, Sheffield United 1. And Sheffield United took the lead in the 9th minute with a David McGoldrick cheeky flick. I mean, Chelsea, I think that was against the run of play. And then Chelsea grew into the game, where the equaliser, I believe the equaliser was scored by... I know Thiago Silva got one. Abraham, I believe, got a goal. I think he scored the equaliser, Tammy Abraham. And Chelsea were just too strong for them. And then Vernon got one through a Hakim Ziyech assist, and it was a good whipping ball in. And I think he got 2 assists. Hakim Ziyech, he got a goal, and he set up a goal for Thiago Silva, who brushed his defender off the ball, and headed in to make it 3-1. And I think I personally believe a Chelsea player did score the fourth goal. I think Abraham and Tammy Abraham got a goal in that second half, in the first half. Thiago Silva and someone else. It'll come to me. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to look at the table here. No, I can't find out who it was. But one thing for sure, a goal was scored. I think it. Oh, I think Kovacic. I think he got the fourth goal, I believe. Yeah, sublime finishing, and it pushed Chelsea to third in the league table, and they were ruthless, Chelsea. And Lampard had a lot to be pleased about. I think, yeah, he had a lot to be pleased about, should I say? And he had no complaints about the result. Whereas Sheffield United manager Chris Wilder, yeah, he looked like he was worried as he was interviewed. And yeah, it is worrying times for Sheffield United. They've lost 6-7 league games this season, and they're not picking up enough points. So on to Sunday's games, and the first game was at the Hawthorns, which finished West Bromwich Albion 0, Tottenham 1, and West Brom worked really hard to try and get something out of that game. They had a couple of opportunities. O'Shea's header that just went wide. They defended as well as they have been of recent weeks. And then a moment of lapse of concentration by Carl Bartley when he's goal side, when he should be goal side of Harry Kane, and he's on the wrong side of Harry Kane. And Harry Kane gets a nodded header into the back stick, and that happened within 2 minutes to go. I think Village and in West Bromwich Albion were very disappointed as a team, and yeah, that would have been very frustrating. They've lost another 3 points, and they stay in the relegation zone. The game after that was a Midlands derby between Leicester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers, which ended Leicester City 1. Wolverhampton 1, but Leicester City 1, Wolverhampton 0. But before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about the game on Saturday, which I've failed to cover. It did come to my mind. It was West Ham 1, Fulham 0, and it was a late goal scored by Shuzek. Yeah, it was an open contest, which was I think it was quite dominated by West Ham, and Fulham did have their opportunities, and Ademola Lookman, who's been their best performer, had a penalty at the death after Shuzek scored the winning goal. What was meant to be the winning goal, and then Fulham had a penalty thanks to VAR. Ademola Lookman took the responsibility, and the Panelka, well, it was an embarrassing one. Scott Parker would be very angry with him and angry with the result, but more angry with him. And Ademola Lookman is going to be angry with himself because that penalty was so ridiculous. Why would you have done that? Side foot it to the left or the right of Fabianski, and you give yourself an opportunity. And you give yourself not just an opportunity, but your team a point. You know? It wasn't to be. So it finished 1-0 West Ham. The game I was talking about, yeah, Leicester City 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Few and far. The chances few and far between, but I felt Leicester were the dominant side overall. Although Wolves had a couple of opportunities. There was the opportunity from Ruben Neves, which was well saved by Schmeichel. And Adama Traore came on and he posed a threat with that speed and strength of his, and he whipped in a couple of good crosses, I believe. Wolves, Leicester fans, any other fans of their team, if you want to comment on your game and the performances of your team, then leave it in the comment section below. And I'll be happy to have a conversation with you guys. And while you're doing that, smash the thumbs up like button. If I can avoid the thumbs down, I'd appreciate that. And please smash my subscribe button left, right, and centre. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, it wasn't the best of games to watch from a neutral point of view, and it had 2 penalties, which was won by Leicester. The game was won by a penalty scored by Jamie Vardy, and Vardy missed the second penalty of that first half, I believe. So, it kept Wolves in the game, but I didn't think Wolves did enough from their part. And other than the Ruben Neves attempted curler from 20 odd yards out, and it was well saved by Peter Schmeichel. Not only that, he's kept himself a clean sheet and another victory for Leicester City, which put them top of the league. After Tottenham went top after 2 hours. Can't have Tottenham being top of that league. No, that's a far disgusting sight. Ugh. Anyway, next game was Man City 1, Liverpool 1. It's a great game to watch from a neutral point of view. It was exciting and played at a high tempo, and I had the privilege to watch these two sides go at it, and Liverpool took the lead through, I think it was a 9th minute goal by it was a 9th minute penalty, which was scored by Mohamed Salah. And I don't agree with what Roy Keane said by calling Carl Walker an idiot. I mean, that was uncalled for. And I think the authorities will look into those comments and take severe action against Roy Keane. I mean, Roy Keane has got the guts to say what most pundits won't say, but to call Carl Walker an idiot because he accidentally tripped Mane, because he was purposely going for the ball, not Mane. And these things happen. And however, Salah took the penalty and tucked it away superbly, although Ederson went the right way. And then after the half-hour mark, Jesus, he was meant to control the ball with his right, but it looked like it was a turn, and then he hit, and then he kind of toe poked it with his left, and it went past Alisson. It was a fine goal, to be fair, fine goal. Or he semi-poked it, or should I say he semi-toe poked it. It was a fine goal by Jesus, and Man City went on to go and get a penalty, which for me, I don't think it was. I don't know whether to think it was a penalty or not. Although Joe Gomez's arm is out, but I think it's out for leverage, really. However, the penalty was missed by De Bruyne. I couldn't believe he actually missed a target from 12 yards out. Kevin De Bruyne, for me, the best number 10 in the world of football, missing the target from 12 yards out. Unthinkable. Unthinkable from his manager, his teammates, and the fans. They were all banking on him to put that in the back of the net, and he sent Alisson the wrong way, and yet the target was missed. So it remained 1-1. It could have been won by either team, But the share of the spoils go to Liverpool and Man City. The last game of the day, involving my team and their shocking, shambolic performance. It ended Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 3. And well done to Aston Villa. They were superb. I think their midfield was better than ours, and I think they got a better midfield than ours. Their midfield is better than ours, and that's Aston Villa's midfield. It is terrible. The performance was beyond terrible. Diabolical. Arsenal had no clue, no ideas. They had nothing. They offered very little in that match. Well, a couple of chances. Rob Holding shooting wide. Alexander Lacazette heading over the bar. And Villa took their chances. They could have, on another day, they could have had 6 against us. Lucky it was just 3-0 instead. Grealish ran the show. He was my man of the match. I mean, no one could get near him. Bukayo Saka scoring an own goal, and when the cross comes in, Bukayo Saka was sleeping a bit, and until he realised he had to react, and by the time he did react, it was too little, just too late, and he had to inadvertently put the ball into the back of the net. He was really trying to get back at the defender. Get out of the defender and stop him from scoring, which he attempted to do so, but he ended up putting it in the back of the net. And then Ollie Watkins had his fine moment where he was in the right place at the right time. The first goal, what an assist by Ross Barkley on the left foot, volley cross, and Watkins couldn't miss from where he was. It was an open, gaping goal. He was never going to miss from 3 yards out. And then the third goal was a terrific goal by Aston Villa. On the counter-attack, Grealish ran the length of the pitch and he barged off Bellerin like he was a little boy, or should I say a little girl. And before you know it, he teed up Ollie Watkins, and he wasn't going to miss the target. Once he got 1 goal, the confidence was up, and he was not going to miss the target, and it went through Berliner's leg. And that was the end of the result. Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 3. Aston Villa fans, you're more than welcome to come onto my channel and talk us through your outstanding performance. Arsenal fans, you're more than welcome to talk about the abysmal performance yesterday evening. So I'm going to wrap it up here and say, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening, thank you for watching. I hope to be back tomorrow afternoon with more footballing context. Otherwise, it's peace again, love again, and bless again. And if you haven't watched this channel, then please watch it again. Otherwise, it's good night from me, and I'll say rest well to you guys, yeah? Again, I wrap this up and say, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, make sure you do rest well. See you later. I'm out of here. Nice.